Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for our fifth day, so final day of this first week. Our orientation for today's practice is fire. Fire is considered to be the most spiritual element or portion of the Tantric path of practice. We're really cultivating the opportunity to transform in a fairly profound way. It's usually very subtle, but often it's the more subterranean transformations or shifts that ultimately have the greatest impact. In terms of the technology of the practice, we are orienting toward all of the different categories of asana. Hi, Pamela. So we'll be using forward folds, back bends, laterals, extensions, inversions, and twists. A little bit of everything, but ideally not too heavy-handed in any of them. If we work with an inversion, today it would be our variation of a shoulder stand, which is not the straight up and down version that we often see. It's instead a more supported hiked variation of shoulder stand with the emphasis at the navel. So throughout the practice today, I'll be guiding your awareness back to the navel center. And when I say things like hug the navel up and in, think less about abdominal contraction and more about a very subtle lifting or drawing in, just giving a little bit of a squeeze, a concentration of our awareness, a concentration of prana, a little bit of muscular engagement, but it's not an abdominal exercise as much as it is a heightening of our awareness of prana in that center, so that we can gently stoke the subtle fires to facilitate spiritual transformation. One last thing that I'll say before we dive in is that a lot of the stuff that we hold on to in our lives, sort of psychological or spiritual baggage, tends to accumulate in the lower energy centers. So the first, second, and third of the chakras, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, and Manipura. Manipura is a great place for us to draw the baggage, the clutter that has accumulated from the lower chakras up to the navel center, and then there kind of throw it on the fire. So that's one of the reasons why an inversion like this variation of shoulder stand, where we're supporting the pelvis and then we're flipping our body over so that we can draw the gunk from the lower chakras down to the navel center, let it be transformed in the fire, and then let the nutrients or the lessons that we're able to glean from that also be facilitated by gravity toward the heart and the head. I hope that makes some sense. I'll try to articulate it again when we get there. But that's the idea, is that we're drawing things from sort of the periphery of the body, the physical body and the subtle body, into the navel center, throwing it onto that fire, giving it the opportunity to be transformed. So might be somewhat challenging on a physical level. Try not to get lost in that. Continue to orient back towards steadiness in the body and ease, steadiness and ease in the breath, steadiness and ease in the mind, and just the concentration of what gets to happen then at the navel center to help us release, grow, and evolve. Cool? Okay. So as per usual, let's start on the hands. Give yourself a moment just to check in. Start to take the pelvis around in a few little circles. As I mentioned, we tend to hold on to some of our psychological baggage in the lower energy centers. And so where there's tension, we're actually locking that energetic psychological baggage into the body. So by loosening that tension, we're creating the opportunity for release. We want to do so slowly and steadily, so we don't completely open the floodgate Instead, we just create a little bit of a trickle where some of it can be released to be digested, to have the lessons assimilated and the waste matter eliminated. The little goes a long way. When you're ready, just switch direction. And then go ahead and settle back in through to the center. We're going to move through cow and cat again, but as we move into cow on exhale, I'm going to invite you to press down through the tops of the feet, really scoop up through the belly, maybe so much so that the knees will actually lift off of the mat. Let's start with, so inhale, draw the collarbones forward, lift the crown, lift the tail. Exhale, round the spine, scoop the belly up and in, tuck the chin, maybe lift the knees. Lots of energy at the navel. Inhale, release the knees, draw the collarbones forward, lift the crown. Exhale, round the spine. At the top of that experience, float the knees off the mat. And then inhale, release. Let's do it 2 more times. On the next inhale, once again, draw the collarbones forward. Let's tuck the toes. Exhale, float the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, hinge forward, come onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, back to the hands and the knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, hinge forward, come onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Squeeze the thighs together, lift through the pelvic floor. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, round the spine to child's pose. Inhale, back to the hands and the knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, come to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Hug the thighs together. Lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. We'll go through that sequence one more time. Inhale, hands and knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, come to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Squeeze the thighs, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Stay in child's pose now. Try to hug the thighs together. Inhale some more space into the body. Exhale and concentrate awareness at the navel. Stay for a couple more breaths like that, inhaling to create more space, and exhaling to concentrate awareness at the navel. One more time. Good. On the next inhale, let's come back up to the hands and the knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, return to downward facing. Stay here for a moment, spread the fingers, press into the index fingers and thumbs, wrap the triceps down toward the floor and hug the forearms together. Float the pelvis up and back. Spin your inner thighs toward the wall behind you. Lift through the sits bones slightly, but continue to hug up and in toward the belly, particularly on exhale. Knees can be bent. What's happening in the hamstrings is the least significant. One more breath. On the next inhale, let's lift the heels, soften the knees, look toward the hands. And on exhale, try to walk heel toe to the top of the mat. Use the strength in the abdomen to help you facilitate that little heel toe walk. On the next inhale, lift halfway. On the exhale, bend your right knee deeply and then soften into a fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Straighten both legs. Exhale, bend the left knee deeply. Soften into the fold. Let's do that once more to each side. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend the right knee. Soften into the fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend the left knee and soften into that. Inhale, lift halfway. Both legs will stay straight. Exhale once more into the fold. Release the weight of the head. Let yourself dangle for a moment. One full breath here. And on the next inhale, rise, stand. And exhale, release to Tadasana. Enjoy a breath here. On the next inhale, let's come into Utkatasana, bending the knees, sweeping the arms forward to come up. On the exhale, keep the collarbones lifting, but sweep the arms back and squeeze the triceps together. Inhale, sweep both arms forward to come up. On the exhale, coming into a twist, left arm will sweep back, right hip will sweep back. Good. Inhale, left arm comes forward, both arms lift up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, right arm back, left hip back. Good. Once more to each side. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, hug the right hip back, concentration at the navel. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, right arm back, hug the left hip back. Concentration at the navel. Inhale, bring the right arm forward again. Exhale, swing the arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Wrap the triceps back. Pull the knuckles and forearms away from your tailbone. Drop the tailbone a little further toward the earth. Lift up through the collarbones and sternum. Breathe into the heart. With exhale, concentration at the navel. Lift the pelvic floor. Once more, a little expansion in the heart with inhale. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, hug the belly up and in. So gently release here. Keep the hands bound if you can. Press down through both feet and inhale to lift halfway, lengthening. On the exhale, release the hands, fold forward. Slide the left foot back for warrior one. Stay a moment to find your alignment. Try to hug the thighs together, press down through both feet. On an inhale, let's rise, gluing the arms to the ears. On the exhale, straighten the front leg and cactus the arms out to the side. Inhale, bend the knee, reach up. Exhale again, straightening the leg, cactusing the arms. Two more times, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back into the posture. On the exhale, try to draw the tailbone a little further under you, maybe sink more generously into the front. Keep lengthening. Let's draw the right hand behind the back. Hug the right side of the rib cage and shoulder a little further to the right. Extend the left arm forward and use that to help you reach the left hip forward as well. From here, keep the pelvis steady and maybe start to spin the rib cage a little further to the right. If it's manageable, inhale the right arm out. Exhale a little bit deeper into the twist. Good. Inhale and stretch the left arm up alongside the left ear. Exhale, stay. One more inhale here. On the exhale, let's bring the left hand down, all the way to the ground. Inhale, extend the right arm up alongside the right ear. And exhale, release to plank. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, back to the hands and knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing. Give yourself an extra breath in down dog. On the next inhale, let's float the left leg up. Exhale, hug the thigh in toward the low belly. Keep drawing the hips up and back. Inhale, extend the leg again. Exhale, roll toward plank, draw the knee all the way to the nose. Inhale, extend the leg up and back. This time on exhale, lightly lunge the left foot through. Roll the right heel to the ground. Take a moment to find your alignment. When you're ready, inhale and rise to warrior one. On the exhale, straighten the left leg, cactus the arms. 3 more times. Good. Inhale, come back into your warrior. On the exhale, see if you can release the tailbone and sits bones a little bit further toward the ground. Maybe bend a bit more generously into the left knee. From here, let's bring the left hand behind the back. Continue to try to square the sacrum toward the top of the mat. Reach the right arm forward. From here, keep the sacrum stable and rotate the rib cage a little bit more to the left. Good. If that's comfortable, extend the left arm. Good. Give yourself another full breath here. And then inhale, extend the right arm up. Exhale, soften into this. Just one more inhale to reach through the wrist. And on the exhale, let's bring the right hand to the ground. Left arm will come up. Inhale, extend the left arm. Exhale, and release to a forward fold, stepping the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, arms by your sides. Give yourself a breath. Inhale, rebend the knees. On the exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Inhale and draw your left thigh up and in. Exhale, press the heel forward. Lots of activity in the belly. Inhale, draw the thigh up and in. Exhale, warrior three, hinge forward, press the heel back. Inhale, draw the thigh up and in again, coming back to chair. On the exhale, stack the left ankle on top of the right knee. Pull the hips a little further back, and then settle softly. Stay with the breath. But on the next inhale, we'll rise, sweep the arms up. Exhale, set the foot down, release the arms, and give yourself a moment. Enjoy the breath. Inhale, come back to your chair. Exhale, once again, hands to prayer. Inhale, lift the right thigh up and in. Exhale, kick the heel through, navel to spine. Inhale, lift the thigh, hug it in. Exhale, warrior three, press the heel back, draw the sternum and collarbones through. Inhale once again, draw the thigh up and in. This time on exhale, cross the ankle, keep the foot flexed. Bring the weight a little bit more onto your left heel and then softly settle. Smooth, steady breath. Good. Inhale, draw the thigh up and in. Reach the arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, release to Tadasana. Enjoy a breath. Inhale, back to your chair. Exhale, swing the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, a little bit of a lift through the sternum, collarbones, and heart. Exhale, fold deeply over the legs. Press firmly into the feet. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, release the arms, fold forward, soften the knees, and slide the right foot back for warrior one. Square the hips. Inhale, rise. On the exhale, straighten the left leg and bring your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up through the right wrist, create a little more leg. Exhale, hinge forward, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend the left knee, lean back. Good, now on exhale, straighten the leg and fold. We're going to do that just a couple more times. Inhale, rebend the left knee, draw the sits bones down as you hinge up. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold into your pyramid. Once more, inhale. And exhale. So this time, hand will come down either to the floor or onto a block. Take an inhale to lift halfway and try to correct any imbalances in the sacrum and the pelvis. Try to neutralize it as much as you can. Press down through both feet, spin the thighs toward one another, lift through the pelvic floor. One more inhale to lengthen the spine. On the exhale, keep the sacrum steady, rotate the rib cage to the left. Good. If it feels comfortable in your body, extend the left arm. Smooth, steady breath. Concentration at the navel. On the next inhale, extend the left arm alongside the left ear. Exhale, release all the way back to plank. Inhale to hinge forward. Exhale, either lower all the way down or to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, eventually make your way to down dog. Give yourself a couple of breaths. Inhale and lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, hug the thigh in toward the low belly, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, extend the leg up and back. Exhale, roll toward plank, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend the leg up and back. This time on exhale, lunge the right foot through. Once again, setting up for warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, straighten the front leg, bring the right arm behind the back. Inhale, lift a little bit higher through the left wrist. And exhale, hinge. Inhale, rebend the right knee, lower the sits bones, use that as leverage to help you lift. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. We have that a few more times. Inhale, rebend the knee, lift the left arm, rising up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knee, rise up. And exhale, fold. This time we're going to stay, so hand will come either to the floor or onto a block. Right hand still on the sacrum, inhale to lift halfway. On the exhale, take a moment just to check alignment, pressing down through both feet, lifting through the pelvic floor, as much as possible stabilizing the sacrum. Take one more inhale to lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, begin to rotate the rib cage to the right. If it's comfortable in your body, extend the right arm. Stay with this. Concentration at the navel. With each exhale, maybe the belly button spins a little bit further to the right. On the next inhale, extend the right arm alongside the right ear. And then exhale, release the hands, step the left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Hang out here for a moment. Inhale, rise to chair. Exhale, Tadasana. Just be a moment. Preparing for our peak standing posture, we're going to come into Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. So it's a revolved half moon. We've really warmed ourselves up for it, but you still might want to use a block or a chair, something that you can put your hand on. I like to try to stay in the balance as much as possible. See if that works for you. Step back a little bit. We're going to bring the feet into a narrow Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Right toes angled straight forward. Left toes open slightly, but with an internal rotation, so the inner thigh is trying to spin back. Try to neutralize the pelvis as much as your body will allow. You can keep the hands on the hips. You can bring the hands to prayer, your choice. Put a micro bend into the front knee so that you have access to the musculature to help you stabilize. And then come into your warrior three. As you do, think about rolling your left inner thigh up toward the ceiling. Keep a micro bend in that right. From here, squeeze the thighs together, rotate the rib cage to the right, and then maybe open the arms. The left hand can come onto the ground, or you can stay hovering. Breathe for 3. And then soften the front knee, set the left foot down. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, turn to face the long edge of the mat, feet parallel, hands can come behind you. Inhale, interlace the fingers, drop the knuckles, lift the collarbones, sternum, and heart. Exhale, hinge into a fold. Press into both feet. Keep pressing into both feet and inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold once again. You're welcome to keep the hands down if that feels good in your shoulders and upper back. If you prefer to release the hands, you are welcome to. Let's stay here for just a few more breaths. We're preparing to lift up out of this fold, pressing into both feet. On the inhale, rise and just let the hands slide up the backs of the legs. Exhale, simply drop the shoulders and be at ease. Steady the breath. And now we're going to take that to the other side. So you can just rotate so that your left foot is forward, right foot is back. Again, see if you can square the hips. And though the right toes are angled open slightly, there's still an internal rotation in the right thigh. Press down through both feet, hands can stay on the hips, maybe come to prayer. Put a bend into the left knee, access the musculature for stability. Inhale and come onto the left leg, spin your right inner thigh up toward the sky. Take another inhale to lengthen. And on the exhale, squeezing the thighs together, start to rotate the rib cage to the left. Maybe the arms will open. 3 breaths. When you're ready to come out, soften the left knee, set the right foot down. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, once again, feet parallel facing the long edge of the mat, arms by your sides or behind your back. Inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale to fold once more. Good. From here, slide the hands down the back of the legs if the arms were bent. We want to place the hands on the floor or on blocks. I'm going to turn so you can see what's happening from a parallel perspective. Lengthen through the back of the knee. Good. So just the physical motion here. On an inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, we're going to stay. And then we'll hold the breath out and slowly fold, scooping the belly up and in. Then release the belly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold the posture. Scoop the belly up and in. Keep holding the breath out, fold. Release the belly. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and stay. Scoop the belly up and in, slowly fold. Release the belly. Inhale, lift. 3 more times, your pace. And then on an exhale, just relax. Maybe soften the knees and hang here for a moment. Press down through both feet. The hands will slide at the backs of the legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, be at ease. One more breath here. And then go ahead and take a seat. Just going to check our time. Oh, we're doing great. Go ahead and take a seat all the way down. Let's extend the right leg out in front of us for Janu Shasana. The sole of the left foot can come toward your upper inner right thigh. On an inhale, glue the arms to the ears. On an exhale, sweep the right arm behind the back and hinge forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Keep the left arm glued to the ear. Exhale again to come into the fold. Once more, inhale to rise all the way up. And exhale, fold. This time we're going to hold on to whatever is available with the left hand. Take another inhale to lengthen, lifting maybe halfway. On the exhale, rotate the rib cage to the right. Maybe bring your hand to the pinky toe side of your right foot. And then come into a revolved Janu-Shasana. So the right hand can continue to just rest on the sacrum, or maybe the hand slips around and takes a hold of your upper inner left thigh. Stay and be with the breath. And from here, start by releasing the twist. Then release the right arm. Take another inhale to find some length and symmetry. And then on an exhale, just fold a moment. Soften here. But use the hands for support. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, rest a moment. And we'll take a little counter twist here before we take it to the other side. If it's comfortable, bend your right knee and bring your foot toward the tush side, the right side of the tush. If that's not comfortable, then just come into a cross-legged seat with the left leg either in front or on top, okay? If you're bringing the leg back behind you, and it's also available to maybe bring your left foot on top of your right thigh, bringing it up toward the hip crease. Go ahead and give that a shot. Try to have the sits bones as level as they can be without forcing it. From here, inhale, find a little bit more length and space in the spine. And then on an exhale, just start to rotate the rib cage to the left. You can use your hands for a little bit of leverage. Maybe the right hand will rest on the left knee. And maybe the left hand will reach behind the back and take a hold of your foot. I've lost track of which foot that is. I think it's the left. Continue to lengthen from crown to tail. And maybe look gently over the back shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, slowly release. Exhale, just relax the shoulders a moment. And then we'll take the legs out into Janu-Shasana to the other side. So the left leg will come forward, and the right knee will bend, this time with the sole of the foot against the upper inner left thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm comes behind the back. Right arm extends out, coming into the fold. Inhale, rise again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Take a hold of whatever is available and then inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, rotate the rib cage gently to the left. And then soften back into the fold. Left hand can stay on the sacrum or maybe reach around and rest on the upper inner right thigh. Stay with the breath and soften slowly. On the next inhale, start to release the twist. And on the exhale, just fold forward over the left leg. Relax here for a moment. Using the hands for support, on an inhale, gently rest. Exhale and rest a moment. And preparing for our little counter twist. Again, either come into a cross-legged seat, this time with the right leg in front or on top, or you can bend the left knee and bring the foot back behind you. If that's available, then maybe also bringing your right foot up towards your left hip crease. Don't expect your body to be symmetrical. So if this is easier on one side than it is on the other, you're welcome to switch. Change your approach if that's what your body is requiring. When you're ready, take an inhale to lengthen. And exhale, begin to rotate the rib cage to the right. You can use your hands for support. Maybe the left hand comes onto the right near thigh. And maybe the right arm will come behind your back and take a hold of your right foot. Stay with the breath. And if it's supported in your body, maybe look over the right shoulder gently. One more breath. On an inhale, gently release the head and the arms. Exhale, just soften a moment. And then you can release the legs out in front of you. Maybe give them a little bit of a shake. That was quite a bit for them. You can flop the legs in and out a couple of times. And then before we lie down, let's just take Paschimottanasana for a moment to neutralize the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Hands can be wherever they're helpful. For a few more breaths with each inhale, just find a little bit more extension. And with each exhale, a little more softness. On the next inhale, gently rise. Exhale, drop the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Soft eyes. Be with the breath. Scoot yourself forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, roll it. Bring the feet a little closer to your seat and then just rest for a moment. We're going to save shoulder stand for our next fire practice so that you have a little bit more time to just be at ease. Bring your feet to the outer edges of the mat, windshield wiper the knees slowly from side to side. Bring the knees back up through to the center. Rest the hands on the belly for a moment. Keep the knees bent, feet on the ground. On an inhale, completely relax and let the diaphragm drop down toward the pelvis. On an exhale, press into the feet. Draw the sits bones toward one another. Lift through the pelvic floor. Scoop the navel up and in, diaphragm hugging toward the bottom ribs. Inhale, release. Exhale, re-engage slowly, pressing into the feet, hugging the sits bones toward one another, lifting through the pelvic floor, flattening the lower back onto the mat, navel to spine. Inhale, release in the opposite order. So relaxing the belly, releasing the pelvic floor, Softening through the sits bones, relaxing through the feet. Exhale, re-engage. Start with the feet, inner thighs, pelvic floor and sits bones, navel to spine. Inhale, release. One more time, exhale. Inhale, release. And exhale to Shavasana. Now, without engaging any musculature, with each exhale, just draw energy, awareness, attention to the navel. Inhale, send that awareness back out into the body. And exhale, draw it back into the navel. Three more times like that. Release all doing now. And just rest awareness softly, gently, in the space of the belly. Invite the breath to come and go effortlessly. Trusting the subtle powers of digestion now to take over and do their part. If you are finishing with asana, stay for another 5 to 10 minutes. If you are hopping directly into pranayama and meditation, move gently, give yourself a couple more minutes at least, and then join us. No need to sit up again until we're chanting the prayers. Enjoy.